Hello, ukulele friends. My name is Maureen Konopka, and I work with the Dutilh Ukes. Today we are bringing back one of our very first songs we ever learned, How Great Thou Art. So if you learn the original with us, you're going to find most of the chords are exactly the same. I believe I added just one to the mix. However, we're going to change the rhythm now that we're more experienced to make it a little bit more exciting. So let's get started with How Great Thou Art. To get started, the first thing we're going to need is our chord sheet. So you may have received this in our in-person rehearsal. If not, you can pull it from the church's website, dutillchurch.org/ukulele, and it should be on the first page as a PDF. This chord sheet is simple to read. You're reading it just like a book. Start at the top of the page and read to the bottom, and then head over to the second page and read from the top to the bottom. So you don't need to worry about jumping back and forth trying to figure out where you're going. Just read it as you would anything else. You'll see that I did not add chord pictures because these are chords very familiar to us. However, we'll still review them here in a moment. And I've added some rhythm pictures to show you what it looks like. If you need to add counts or draw arrows, we're going to go over those in a minute as well, and feel free to make those notes on your page. As I just mentioned, these are chords we are very familiar with. We have our C chord, G chord, D chord, and everyone's favorite chord, the A minor 7, because we don't need to push anything down to play it. So let's go over these chords very quickly. So we're going to take our ring finger to start, and we're going to place it on the 3rd fret of the string furthest from your face. That is your A string. If you strum all 4 strings, you have your C chord. Your C chord is going to come in between your G chords. So it is best to use your ring finger for this because to play your G chord, just scoot it over 1 string. So now it is 1 closer to your face. Bring your pointer finger down on your C string, 2nd fret, and then we're going to place our middle finger on the A string on the 2nd fret. So it looks a bit like a triangle. Here's your pointer and your middle on the 2nd fret, and then that ring finger. He's back there on the E string on the 3rd fret. If you strum all 4 of your strings, you have yourself a G chord. Now our D chord has been one of those that has taken us a while, but I think you all have it by now. So hopefully it doesn't scare you today. But if you are new to us, your D chord can be a bit challenging because you have all of your fingers in a row on the same fret. So it's more of a how do you fit them rather than, oh my goodness, this is a hard finger. So in order on the 2nd fret, you're going to place your pointer, your middle, and then your ring, leaving just the A string open. This is your D chord. Everyone's in the 2nd fret. Pointer, middle, ring, and all 4 strings make your D chord. This can just be hard to fit, but it's not hard to play once you figure it out. Your last chord, as I mentioned, is everyone's favorite because it's the easiest to play. Your A minor 7 is nothing. Just strum the strings. The ukulele is set up to play that as its default chord, so it's the easiest one to play. So enjoy it while it's there. For this song, we're going to use the same strumming pattern throughout the entire song. We'll do a couple different things along the way to make it more exciting. But your strumming pattern is one that we have used before. You'll see it written here and you'll see it at the top of your page. It is a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you like counts, that is a 1, 2, and 4 and. Up to speed, it sounds like this. And that's what we're going to play throughout. And because the song has a lot of 4s and 8s, that makes this a very simple rhythm to use. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to spice things up as we go. You're going to see a D chord at the end of the chorus. On that D chord, we're just going to play 1 single downbeat. And then we're going to count silently in our heads, 2, 3, 4. So you see the D is marked for 4 counts, but we're only playing the first count of the 4. At the very end of the song, you're going to see that we've got a fancy ending. I didn't want to just end it with a G chord. That seemed too easy. So we're going to do something fancy. You're going to see a G2, a C2, back to a G2 to a D2. All that is going to be is G2, C2, G2, D2. Then then we're going to make our G chord last a little bit longer. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So we'll go over this again in person, but that rhythm that you see with the down, down, up, down, down, up, it's really two sets of the two chords. So when you're working through the ending, you've got a G, 2, C, 2, G, 2, D, 2, G, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we're doing it at speed, it's going to feel pretty quick. However, it's going to be a big fancy ending and people will like it. So hopefully that won't trip you up too much. I think the rhythm is simple enough you're going to be able to get it, and I think you'll like it once you get there. Now that we've reviewed our chords as well as our strumming patterns, it's time to get started. So this is your introduction. It's really the end of the chorus, so it's a little bit longer of an introduction. So let's get started. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see the sun. so it's a little bit in your face, but it's lots of fun. So the interesting thing is now we've learned to use our capo. So for me, the range of this song is a little bit big. You could use your capo if it's too low for you to raise the song up to a place where you can sing it. So maybe if you're a soprano, G is probably too low for you. You might want to put your capo on 2 or 3. That would get you much closer to the original key, and you'd probably be able to sing it a lot easier. So use some of the tools that we've used in our other lessons to make this song a little bit more accessible to you. So I hope you enjoy working on How Great Thou Art. I think this is a fun version of it, and I think our crowd will like it in September. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.